Welcome to Divine Intel, and today we're going to talk about the world peace is in danger. This is the name of our live show, and I'm going to tell you why it's in danger. And no, I'm not contradicting myself. I will prove it to you. For now, say hi to Shalas.
Hi, everybody.
Shala is right here with us today and tonight, and we are going to go through this intel. And we're going to start with the news, and after that, we're going to do our PowerPoint. Right, Shala?
That's right.
All right, so let's read the article right now. All right, let me just close the Sept, and then let's do this. So the Iraqi parliament on the delay in salaries of employees. We are going through a suffocating and complicated crisis. Notice that they are talking about suffocating and complicated crisis. So what is so complicated and suffocating? It's because, guys, I'll tell you from the very beginning, they need to be forced to RB. Iraq needs to be forced to RB. Mm-hmm. And right now they have a huge problems paying salaries. Because all the money they've been lending all the money the banks have been lending, they actually been taking it away from the people. Mm-hmm. So, if you want to know more about the secret plan that they have, this secret plan will be inside my monthly, my special report, okay? So you will see right now the picture of the special report. It is the last week of the month of September, and it will be available, this intel. I share this intel with one chat room only, the Benny and the Jets. So I decided I was going to release it to the public, to tell you the truth. I was going to release it to the public, but then I thought about, look, if I release this to the public, I might potentially screw everybody's opportunity to see the RB. So might as well I just do it by pay. Sorry. I will tell you exactly what it's all about. And I'm going to tell you exactly what it's all about. You're going to be like shocked. All right? So let's read the article. Shall we?
Yes, let's do so.
The Parliamentary Finance Committee considered today, Thursday, that the delay in salaries prices, the delay in salaries of employees indicates that Iraq is going through a stifling and complex financial crisis, referring to the difficulty of external borrowing. You see that? External borrowing. Why? Because they cannot afford any more debt. Mm-hmm. A member of the committee, Admiral Hamad Rashid, told the Newswire agency the delay of the salaries of employees until now is a clear indication that Iraq is going through a very complicated and stifling financial crisis, indicating that the internal borrowing is the only solution for that, whether it's a treasury transfers for the central bank or borrowing from the government banks. Rashid added that external borrowing needs time and negotiation. I want to repeat that again so you guys get it very clear. Rashid added, the external borrowing needs time and negotiation. Mm-hmm. Okay, needs time and negotiation. Right here. Mm-hmm. Explaining that the international institutions and international private sector institutions do not allow any negotiations unless Iraq is in good financial position. You see, this is what I'm going to talk about in my special report called The Secret Plan, but it's within the special report. One more time, the secret plan is within the special report. Okay?
Okay.
So he pointed out that the Iraq financial position is not good. Pointed out that the credit rating index for Iraq is B-. It is noteworthy that the Iraqi parliament approved a draft law submitted by the government on June 24 for internal and external borrowing in order to pay the salaries of employees and retirees after the government was unable to do so last April. If you remember last April, didn't we report that the bank stopped lending Iraq money? Yes or no?
Yes, we did.
I did report that, right? Okay.
Yes.
So the Iraq government is struggling to secure salaries and other operating expenses due to the collapse of oil prices, due to the corona pandemic, which has crippled large sectors of the world economy. The country relies on revenues from selling crude to finance 95% of state purchases. So, Shala, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Does Iraq is the only country in the Middle East who's running because of short sales of oil?
No, they're not.
Is the whole region, right?
Yep, the whole region.
There you go. It is the whole region, people. It's not just Iraq. It is the whole region. I want you to remember that part. We're going to follow it in the secret plan in the special report tonight. We're going to have that video done tonight, and it's going to be uploaded for tomorrow. So Friday will be the day when you all can see the video. Okay?
Exciting. Yes.
All right. So let's go to the other news. Next, the United States administration will have no choice but to surrender to Iranian nation Rouhani. Notice that what we are expecting is a surrender, right?
Yes.
So that now Iran is saying who's going to surrender? The United States. Do we care about who's going to surrender, Chala?
No.
Why?
Because we're putting the pressure on them.
Not really. We don't care about who surrenders as long as we get paid.
Right.
Okay? The prophetic work talks about a grave surrender. Would it make sense if the Donald Trump would surrender and just take all the sanctions away from Iran? Yes, it will make a lot of sense. Right? We don't care where the surrender comes from, people. We do not care about where the surrender comes from. As long as we get paid, let it be done. Okay? All right, so in this video, he talks about that they have no desires to being a conflict with the United States, blah, 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 blah. And they are preparing to negotiate right now. So right now they're negotiating, okay? So that right now they're negotiating, and they and after the negotiation, we know that they've been negotiating for the last 4 months. Okay,
Yes,
I've been telling you guys for the last 4 months they've been negotiating. So we don't care how it's gonna happen. Okay, so let's go to the next news. The Trump campaign is reportedly discussing contingency plans to bypass election results. Isn't that something? President Trump campaign is discussing contingency plans that will involve bypassing the results of November elections. The report delves into possible scenario if Trump apparently loses the 2020 presidential election, but doesn't concede, noting that although that we are used to electors being selected based on popular vote, nothing in the Constitution says it has to be that way, citing Republican Party sources. The Atlantic says that the Trump campaign is discussing contingency plans to bypass election results and appointed loyal electors in battleground states where Republicans hold a legislative majority. The campaign will reportedly assert that this step was necessary due to the claims of supposed voter fraud, which experts have noticed is extraordinarily rare ahead of the safe harbor deadline of appoint 538 electors on December 8th. Trump will ask state legislators to set aside the popular vote and exercise their power to choose a slate of electors directly. The Atlantic reports the longer Trump succeeds in keeping the vote count in doubt, the more pressure legislators will feel the act before the safe harbor deadline expires. A Trump campaign legal advisor who spoke to the Atlantic said that in this scenario, the state legislatures will say, all right, we have been given this constitutional power. We don't think the results of our own state are accurate. So here is our slate of electors that we think properly reflect the results of our state. Lawrence Thomas, chair of Pennsylvania Republican Party, so told that the Atlantic he has discussed the direct appointment of electors with the Trump campaign, saying, I mentioned it to them, and I hope that they're thinking about it too. The Trump campaign says it's fighting for a free and fair election. All right. So do you understand the whole article?
Yes.
Can you tell us in simple English what they're trying to do?
They're trying to keep it fair and simple, and they're trying to get the election to not be rigged. Exactly.
So we are talking about that. So let me just explain this in Spanish, because this will be, because of the urgency of this information, I'm going to say in Spanish for the people who are following in Spanish. Since you know, guys, I don't have time to do a Spanish show. Okay, so let me just run some stuff, some parts of this show will be in Spanish. Según los informes, la campaña de Trump está discutiendo planes de contingencia para eludir los resultados de las elecciones. La campaña del presidente Trump está discutiendo planes de contingencia que implicarían pasar por alto el resultado de las elecciones de noviembre, informa el Atlantic. El informe profundiza en posibles escenarios si Trump aparentemente pierde las elecciones presidenciales del 2020, pero no cede. Y señales que aunque estamos acostumbrados a que los electores sean seleccionados en función del voto popular, nada en la Constitución dice que tenga que ser así. Citando fuentes del Partido Republicano, The Atlantic dice que la campaña, que los resultados de las elecciones sin nombrar electores leales en los Estados Unidos, donde los republicanos tienen la mayoría legislativa. Según los informes, la campaña afirmaría que este paso es necesario debido a denuncias de supuesto fraude electoral, que los expertos han señalado que es extraordinariamente raro, lo cual es una mentira, antes de la fecha límite del puerto seguro, de Puerto Seguro para nombrar a 538 electores el 8 de diciembre. Trump pediría a los legisladores estatales que dejen de un lado el voto popular y ejerzan su poder para elegir directamente una lista de electores. The Atlantic informó, cuando más tiempo tenga Trump en mantener en duda el recuento de votos, más presión sentirán los legisladores para actuar antes de que se expire la fecha límite. Un asesor legal de la campaña de Trump que habló con Atlantic dijo que en un escenario las legislaturas estatales están bien que se nos ha otorgado este poder constitucional. No creemos que los resultados de nuestros propios estados sean precisos, así que están en una nueva lista de electores que creemos que reflejen adecuadamente los resultados de nuestro estado. Así que lo que están haciendo aquí, señores, está asegurando que no hayan problemas para el 3 de noviembre, que es el día de elecciones. Pero vamos a ver qué tan complicado se pone el lugar, el momento, porque se nos ha dicho, bien claramente se nos ha dicho, que cuando esté las elecciones de presidente, es muy posible que no vayamos a saber quién ganó. Así lo estoy diciendo ahorita. Es muy posible que cuando pasen las elecciones de presidente no sepamos por un tiempo quién ganó. ¿Por qué? Porque van a tratar de hacer algo. Así que ya se lo estoy advirtiendo. So what am I saying right now? According to my sources, because I do have sources. According to my sources, people, I've been told that when the elections happen, we might find ourselves in a situation that we don't know who's going to win. We might find a situation that we don't know who has won.
That's no good.
That is not good. So, is it going to happen? We got to wait. I'm just giving you guys breaking intel that we might have. They are telling me that we might have the situation that we won't know who has won. They're doing this because the cabal is trying to rip the presidency from Donald Trump. So we need to pray. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, aquí esta noticia habla de que el presidente de Irán está diciendo que Estados Unidos va a tener que rendirse ante Irán. Y como tú sabes, estamos esperando por una rendición grave, así dice la palabra profética. Así que no nos importa quién haga la rendición. Mientras sepamos, mientras que haya la rendición profética y nos paguen, eso es lo único que tenemos que estar nosotros preocupados. Así que no te preocupes quién se vaya a rendir. También aquí en esta noticia que está acá, que no se puede convertir en español, porque no me deja la situación, no me deja el software. Dice que Irak está retrasado con los pagos que tiene que dar a su gente, a sus servicios. Y aparentemente no les va a alcanzar el dinero ni para los 4 meses que ellos dicen que tienen que pagar. El resto de la información que te voy a dar acá, te lo voy a dar en español exclusivamente en mi reporte especial con el plan secreto que tienen ellos. El plan secreto que tienen ellos estará, el plan secreto que tiene el gobierno de Irak, te llevará a nuestra bendición. Más información dentro de mi reporte especial, la última semana del mes de septiembre, que estará disponible mañana. All right, guys. So we done this. Let me just put a hold on this video and I'll be right back. Okay, now this is tape 3. Welcome to your PowerPoint, and this is your PowerPoint presentation for free. And we're going to talk about the world peace is in danger. I'm going to show you that I did not contradict myself, because recently I reported that the Earth Alliance, they said that they cover 70% the chances that we are going to go through World War III. Right, Chala?
Right.
So why am I still saying that the world peace is in danger? Because we still have 30%.
That's right.
Did I contradict myself? No.
No.
So for those retards, both in Spanish and English, I'm not contradicting myself. Now let me say this in Spanish, because the guy who actually brought us up was a guy who only speaks Spanish. Para los retrasados mentales que me están acusando ahorita de que yo me contradigo todo el tiempo, te voy a decir a ti, no te voy a mencionar tu nombre, eres un idiota porque no pones atención. Sí, eres un idiota. Yo no me he contradecido nunca. Nunca me he contradecido. Cuando yo reporté de que la Alianza Terrestre había asegurado que un 70%, la probabilidad de que tuviéramos una guerra mundial, una tercera guerra mundial, era un 70%. Entonces, ¿por qué ahora saco que el mundo está en peligro? ¿Por qué la paz del mundo está en peligro? Porque nos deja un 30%. Ese es el 30% que tenemos que estar muy atentos y alertas, porque las cosas se van a ver mal. ¿Me he contradecido? Absolutamente no. All right? So let's continue in English. The topics we're going to talk about it will come and lead us to the secret plan. Right? Shala?
Right.
So once again, if you want to see the secret plan that they have that will lead us to our blessing, you need to rent the special report called The Exchange Intel September last week. Within this Exchange Intel September last week, you're going to see the secret plan. Para los que no hablan inglés y solamente entienden español, voy a dar un Intel exclusivo que habla de un plan secreto que tiene el gobierno de Irak. ¿Dónde va a salir este plan secreto? Dentro del reporte especial que se llama Intel de cambio o Exchange Intel de la última semana de septiembre. La última semana de septiembre. Ahí tengo la información del plan secreto de Irak. Okay? Alrighty, guys. So that's basically what I want to tell you. The topics that we are going to address are the following. Debt forgiveness. Shala?
That's a good one.
And we're going to talk about bad currencies. And we are going to talk about the world peace is in danger. So let's do this right now. Let's talk about debt forgiveness. All right, so we are expecting to have an announcement from Donald Trump regarding the 2019 taxes. That's last year. Okay? Estamos esperando un anuncio público de Donald Trump que nos va a llevar acerca de los taxes de los impuestos del año pasado, el income tax del año pasado, del 2019. Pongan mucha atención. The deadline for last year was supposed to be expired on April the 15th of 2020. Because of the coronavirus, the IRS announced that they will extend it until October the 15th. Do you know that? Do you know that, Shala?
Yes.
So we have a deadline meeting for October the 15th. Please pay attention. Okay. La fecha que se va a vencer el income tax dentro de los Estados Unidos es octubre 15. Se tenía que haber, la fecha límite tenía que haber sido el pasado abril 15 del 2020, pero por causas de emergencia nacional, como es el virus, tuvieron que extenderlo hasta octubre 15. Así que estamos esperando un anuncio de Donald Trump antes del octubre 15, que probablemente nos llevaría a el perdón de deudas. Pongan mucha atención. All right. So, that's the deadline, October 15. What we know so far is that Donald Trump will forgive the payroll taxes. That's a fact, right? Right, Charlotte? I cannot hear you. All right, good. All right, so lo que sabemos hasta ahora es que Donald Trump va a perdonar los impuestos de pago, de payroll tax. Okay? Now, the question is this. Will he forgive the 2019 income tax? Let me tell you something about this. Didn't Donald Trump recently said that he was going to bring us great news?
Yes, he did.
He did, right?
Mm-hmm.
Has he mentioned anything regarding that?
Not that I'm aware of yet.
Okay. La pregunta es acerca de Donald Trump. ¿Acaso él los perdonaría el impuesto del año pasado? Esa es la pregunta. Para los que no entienden mucho en inglés, les voy a decir algo. Recientemente Donald Trump anunció de que nos iba a dar una sorpresa. Y desde ahí nada se ha hablado. Esperemos que sea esa la sorpresa, ¿ok? All right, so we hope that will be the surprise. Right? And I'm going to tell you something. This is my sources. Once again, when I give an intel, people assume that it's me the one inventing this stuff. I'm not inventing anything. I just transfer you the intel that I got from other sources. Do you guys understand that? Do you understand that, Shala?
Yes.
So whatever I come out, I do not share stuff that I invent myself. Okay? I don't invent anything. This is intel. This is information from my sources. So whether you like it or not, it's not coming from me. Got it?
Got it.
Hay muchos de los troles y enemigos que traigo yo que me culpan a mí de ser mentiras y que me invento cosas. Esta información que te estoy dando no viene de mí. Esta información que te estoy dando viene de mis fuentes. Porque yo sí tengo fuentes. No la mentira y la mierda que te dan en Dinarland. Yo sí tengo fuentes. Y la información que te voy a dar viene de ellos, no viene de mí. ¿Entendido? Así lo espero. So, in order for the United States, in order for Donald Trump, in the efforts to get back to the economy, because as you know, Donald Trump's first priority is get back the economy, get it back to work, right, Shala?
That's right.
So if he wants to get it back to work, wouldn't it be logical that he will do whatever it takes to the economy not collapse? Yes or no?
That's right.
Right? Okay. Así que en los esfuerzos de Donald Trump de regresarnos a la economía mundial, ¿no crees tú que tendría la lógica que él tendría que hacer lo que pueda para darle la economía ese lanzamiento para poder regresar a la prosperidad que teníamos antes de esta coronavirus? Yo creo que sí, ¿no? All right. So, right now, if you remember, Donald Trump said that he will bring us great news, right? He hasn't mentioned anything.
That's right.
If he uses the debt forgiveness for the 2019 income tax, this will skyrocket the economy, right?
Right.
And why? Because the more money you get in your pocket, the more purchasing power you have. The more purchasing power you have, the more likely the country will succeed in the new paradigm.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
That's right.
That's the logic, people. The more money you have in your hands, the more purchasing power you get. This is why the debt forgiveness has a justification. The debt forgiveness, people, and for all those retards who love the Gesara bullshit, let me explain to you what is the logic. The logic is to delete everything that you don't want to pay because you have not worked the whole year because of the coronavirus and you have resulting a lot of loss. So the logic is that they need to introduce the agenda. The Gesara agenda is an agenda, is not a law. It's an agenda, is not a law, retards. Got it? And I hate to even mention this before, and I keep saying it because people still being indoctrinated to believe in a bullshit law. It's not a law, people. It's an agenda. All right? And I forgot to remove something here. I will show you what I removed. I actually was carrying the one who brought it up. So, para los que no saben nada de esto, todo esto tiene que influenciar a traer un plan de contingencia de parte del gobierno para llevarnos al perdón de las deudas. Para que algo como la agenda de Anesara Gesara se haga realidad, tiene que haber una justificación para que se pueda reactivar. No es una ley, es una agenda. No es una ley, nunca fue una ley, es una agenda. Y tengo que darle a entender porque hay muchos idiotas todavía que creen que es una ley. No es una ley, nunca fue una ley, fue una agenda. All right. Why? Because one of the main problems in the economy is the excess of taxes. Do you know that?
Yes, I do.
For more than a decade, the Democrats has put us into debt. Why into debt? Because we are paying too much taxes. Taxes for everything. The main target for every single Democrat is to raise the taxes. Right?
That's right.
Una de las razones por qué estamos en un problema económico es porque nos han aumentado los impuestos. Y como tú no eres una de las personas que cuenta todos los impuestos que está pagando, como tú no te quieres problematizar, no quieres ponerle atención a todos los impuestos que tú estás pagando, tanto dentro de Puerto Rico, fuera de Puerto Rico, o dentro de los Estados Unidos o fuera de los Estados Unidos, claro que te van a agarrar. Entonces tiene lógica que tienen que ponerte un paro a tanto impuesto para que tengas más dinero y para que tengas más poder adquisitivo, para que entonces la economía surja. So, if Donald Trump does the debt forgiveness, it will officially activate the Gesara agenda. That's the little part that Karen wrote it out. Says National Economic Security and Recovery Act, Global Economic Security and Recovery Act. That's a bullshit. It's not a law. Do you know that? I'm not going to contradict myself. It is a law. It's not a law. It's an agenda. Google agenda and then Google what is a law. You see the big difference. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's talk about the agenda of Nesara Gesara agenda.
I wanted to touch base on that tax subject. So just to give everybody an idea, an average single worker faced a net average rate of 24% in 2019 compared to the OECD averaging 25.9. In other words, that the United States take-home pay was an average of a single worker, and after taxes, it was about 76%, which is extremely high for their gross wage compared to the OECD average of 74.1%.
All right. So let's talk about the agenda. Is within this agenda, the New Republic will only use one type of tax. Do you know what is the name of that one type of tax that they want to use? Because it's within the agenda of the Nesara Gesara? We got a lot of types of taxes, people.
Would it be our local tax they would keep and get rid of the federal?
They're going to get rid of a lot of taxes. They're going to get rid of a lot of taxes. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So if they're going to get rid of a lot of taxes, they need to simplify the tax. It's going to be a reform. Got it?
Got it.
As you know, reforms are necessary for everything, for the RB, for the reset, even for the taxes, even for debt forgiveness. Did you know that?
Yes.
Because reforms is equal to what? Transformation, right?
Yes.
So there will be a huge reform because eventually the IRS will no longer be part of the government. It has never been part of the government. It is a private institution, a private company. It is located in Costa Rica. Do you know that?
No, I did not.
Now you know. So IRS is not even located in the United States. It's located in Costa Rica. That's a fact. Okay? So as the agenda progress, the Nesara Gesara agenda progress, the IRS will no longer be part of our contract with the government. It will be basically a remote, and it's not going to be in remote, sorry for that. It's going to be transferred to the Department of Treasury. Got it?
So it'll be removed from Treasury?
No, it's going to be removed. The IRS will be removed, and whatever the IRS did will be transferred to the Department of Treasury.
Got it.
That's the agenda. That's the Nesara Gesara agenda, okay? Mm-hmm. All right, so they want to simplify the taxes. If Donald Trump forgive the 2019 income tax, it will be the activation of the Nesara Gesara agenda. And ultimately, they will only have one type of tax, and that is the sales tax.
Sales tax, got it.
Okay, that's it. The sales tax will be the only type of taxes that the government must get from the people. The most people get money, the better for the economy. That's a fact. They have a slave you with a lot of debt because the current financial system is based on what? Debt. Slave you, right?
Yes.
All right. So now we know. So, la única forma que van a traer prosperidad a los Estados Unidos es quitar todos los tipos de impuestos. Y según la agenda de Gesara Nesara, solamente tendríamos que tener el impuesto de venta. Solo eso ahí. ¿Ok? Así es que es un proceso. Muy bien. All right. So it will get rid of income taxes, ensure the loophole between taxes and the freedom of making money. So if we are only going to have sales taxes, we're not going to need any more income tax. Right?
Right.
So income tax will be removed. Watch. El sistema de income tax va a ser quitado. Porque se va a quitar muchos de los modos que nos quitaban dinero y nos va a dar más libertad de hacer dinero. Okay, así que muy pronto se va a quitar el income tax. All right, so they're going to get rid of income tax, and we're going to be more able to do a lot of money. All right, so then you need to use this as justification to bring us to this situation, people. All right, so back currencies. This is called back currencies. As you can see, you cannot see the rest because Shala is right there. So this is the next topic we're going to address. In the weeks to come, the main topic in the economy realm will be back currencies, people. Right?
Right.
So what is back currency? A back currency is a currency that behind that currency is being supported by something that has real value. Right?
That's right.
So
like
I'm going to give you the list of all the currencies based on facts, not BS. Facts, not BS. Once again, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be annoying to you. It's based on facts. Learn how to compare facts with bullshit. You need to learn facts. What is the number one commodity or investment or resource or national resource that the currency will be back? Oil.
Mm-hmm.
Oil is the number one commodity.
That's right.
En semanas que vengan, señores, se va a hablar más de las monedas que estén respaldadas. ¿Qué es una moneda que está respaldada? Una moneda que está respaldada por recursos naturales, por cosas o algo, una comodidad que tenga precio real. Entonces, muchos de ustedes han sido indoctrinados, han sido pendejeados en creer que el oro va a respaldar las monedas. No. El oro no va a respaldar las monedas hasta más tarde. Te voy a dar la lista de todas las comodidades y recursos naturales que van a respaldar las monedas. Son hechos. Compara los hechos con la estupidez que te han dicho. Okay? All right. So here are the facts. The number one commodity, a natural resource, will be oil.
That's right. It will be.
Okay? Even the prophet King Clement said, don't rely on gold too much. The Lord keep telling me, do not rely on gold too much. And many of you are still relying on gold.
I think I remember seeing our First Lady even come out with a photo shoot, and it was not gold, it was silver.
Exactly. But take a look at this list because I'm about to give you a list. Okay? Mm-hmm. So what is the gold that we're talking about? Black gold.
Black gold.
Black gold. What is the color of the people that the Lord is going to free after 400 years? Black people.
Mm-hmm.
What is the market that no other guru is talking about in the Netherlands? Black markets. Mm-hmm. Why black markets is so important? Black markets is so important in every single country, individually, even in Iraq and in Zimbabwe. Black markets test the price of currencies. They test the demand and supply before any government said, okay, we're going to go with a demand and supply. That's why black markets matter. Black markets matter. They are going to be, right now, they are actually selling the dinar. The last time I checked was 15 cents the dollar.
Yep, that's right.
The dinar. Right now, my sources are telling me that it's going up at 45.
Wow.
45 cents the dollar. Have you heard anybody else telling you that? No. You know why? Because nobody have sources. Nobody. Okay? Nobody has sources. They've been lying to you. And since I am going to release this publicly, watch how they're going to tell you. Watch. I want you to pay attention how the gurus are going to tell you about this. All right? Así que la primera comodidad y recurso natural que va a respaldar las monedas no va a ser el oro, sino que el oro negro. petróleo. Okay? So the second in line to back the currencies will be technology. That's a commodity. Do you know that?
Yes, technology.
It's happening right now. Do you know that?
Yeah, they've needed to shut down the old way of doing things and reopen it back up with the new way, the oil, the new technology, the silver, instead of thinking gold was up here first.
Yes, so technology is the second commodity. It's not a natural resource. It's a commodity that currencies will actually use to back their value. Okay? So we've been talking about that. Así que la tecnología también va a ser usada para respaldar las monedas. ¿Por qué? Porque la tecnología es el nuevo paradigma. Y te lo vengo hablando y mucha gente no sabe nada porque no, como no tienen ni fuentes, se hacen locos. Number 3, commodity or national resource that will back the currencies will be silver. That's the number 3. Okay? All right. Así que el tercer lugar de las comodidades o recursos naturales para respaldar las monedas alrededor del mundo va a ser la plata. ¿Dónde está el oro que tanto tú estás esperando que se vaya a activar? Está en el último lugar. Where is the gold that you all are drooling for to have? It's in the last place, people. The last one is gold. That's a fact. And facts don't care about your feelings. Watch. They've been activating the gold for so many times in so many ways that I'm surprised they also activating their own grandmother and mothers. You have been fooled, people. Gold will be the last resort. And when that happens, it's going to be crazy. Okay? Así que el oro va a ser lo último que van a respaldar las monedas. Muy bien. So, let's see. Now let's talk about the last topic. The world peace is in danger. Vamos a hablar. Okay, so now we are on the last part of the presentation. The world peace is in danger. And we're going to go through some details on that. All right? Shella, are you there?
Right. Yes, I am.
All right, so what we're going to also answer some questions. Sorry for that. We're going to answer some questions that you guys have given to Shella. And but we're going to answer those questions at the end of this presentation. Okay?
Okay.
So I posted on Twitter and Facebook the following. I said there is no problem in the reset of DRB. The process is still going on and it will happen, okay? The problem does not lie on those two events. The problem lies in what is going to happen through the month of October. We are on September the 24th. We are basically 6 days away, 6 or 7 days. Is it 30 or 31st, 31 days that this month has? Huh?
31.
31. So it's 7 days. The month is not over yet, guys. And believe it or not, the information I'm giving you is part of the month-end show, the live show.
Actually, we have 30 days in September.
30 days, so it's 6 days. All right, so the month is not over yet, guys, and we already have a lot of information from the month of October. Deal with it, okay? I said it many times that there's so much information that if I miss something, they come back and say, oh, you didn't say this, Benny. Well, thank you. I already know that. All right, so just deal with it. There's too much information for everybody to know. Durante el mes de octubre, el mes de octubre, solamente nos faltan 6 días y ya tenemos mucha información para el mes de octubre. Así que pon mucha atención en la información que te voy a dar. El problema no está en el reseteo ni tampoco en el RV. El problema se centra en lo que va a pasar durante el mes de octubre, lo que podría atrasarlo. All right. So far, this is what we got. The world peace is in danger because of these situations. We know for a fact that the Earth Alliance is working continuously to keep peace around the world. They told us that 70% has been secured for peace around the world. That leaves us with 30%, right? Shall I?
That's right.
So that 30% is a problem. Sabemos por ahora que la Alianza Terrestre nos ha asegurado que el 70% del peligro que puede haber una guerra mundial, una tercera guerra mundial, ha sido tomada en serio y que solamente nos deja con un 30% de probabilidades. El problema es ese 30%. ¿Ok? Now, understand, guys, that the whole thing about to happen in the month of let me rephrase this because I want to make sure that everybody understands this. I want to make sure that you guys understand that the last week of September through the whole month of October promised to be chaos and panic. And if you have paid attention to Pastor Dana Coverston and other prophets are giving us the warning that something terrible is about to happen. Right, Shala?
That's right. Maybe war, maybe meteor, maybe solar flare, something
Well,
extreme.
Don't get ahead of me, please. But I'm going to give you facts, people. Okay? I'm going to give you facts. Ese 30% es el problema que tenemos ahorita. Para eso te tienes que preparar para el bien y para el mal. Prepararte para lo mejor y para lo peor. Por lo menos ten un poco de compasión en mi imagen, que al menos te estoy advirtiendo. Nadie te va a advertir de esto. All right. So before you attack me, you should appreciate that at least I'll give you a warning. Okay? Now, all that is happening right now, people, is a spiritual war. It's a spiritual enemy. The enemy is spiritual. It can use a government. It can use anybody. Anything to prevent the world currency reset. All right? So, they will try to interrupt the reset and DRB by ultimately bringing the World War III. They're going to do whatever they can to do it. Right now, the relationship between China and the United States are going down. Doesn't Donald Trump has accused China to take the responsibility of the coronavirus? Yes or no?
Yes, he did with the United Nations.
With the United Nations. He attacked China. And China responded saying that they're not interested to go into war. Things are getting serious. It's happening in front of you. And if you do not understand the signals, if you don't want to recognize the signals, that's your problem, not mine. Right now are things that are happening. And I'm going to show you facts that we may get shocked this month. Si todavía no te has dado cuenta que el mundo ahorita está en caos y pánicos, ese es tu problema, no mío. Recientemente Donald Trump acaba de acusar a China del coronavirus en la sección y la reunión y la Junta de las Naciones Unidas. China respondió diciendo que no están interesados en irse a la guerra. Si no te has dado cuenta de lo que está pasando ahorita, Ese es tu problema, no mío. So let's continue. There will be a threat to the national security for our country. I'm going to repeat that again. Through the last week of September, through the month of October, according to my sources, there will be a threat to the national security of our country. A finales del mes de septiembre, durante todo el mes de octubre, según mis fuentes, nos han dicho que va a haber una amenaza en la seguridad nacional de los Estados Unidos. This was a fact, and this is a fact. I posted. Today is September 24. Yesterday, this is the news. Breaking. President Trump leads press conference for an emergency call. Have we heard anything about the emergency call? Chala?
I don't recall.
You don't know, right?
No.
Okay. Esta fue la última noticia que puse ayer. Lo publiqué. El presidente Trump dejó la conferencia de prensa para atender a una llamada de emergencia. Let me show you facts. This is another reporting. Possible ballistic missile launcher vehicle spotted at North Korea parade practice. What is that so important? North Korea now has the capabilities to move nuclear warheads.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? You need to wake up, people. Things are not going to be pretty. Okay? Esta es otra noticia donde dice que encontraron un vehículo que transporta misiles. Quiere decir de que Norcorea, Corea del Norte, tiene la capacidad ahora de mover misiles nucleares. Así que ten mucho cuidado. Tienes que estar muy alerta. So the world peace is in danger according to my sources. Here are some of the things that we might see within the last week of September through the month of October. Just some of them. We may have a clear signal that we are about to get hit by one of our enemies. Estas son una lista de las cosas que podrían pasar durante el mes de septiembre, la última semana, al mes de octubre. Este sería una señal clara de que vamos a ser atacados por algunos de nuestros enemigos. Here are the 4 enemies that we have right now. Estos son nuestros enemigos. Russia, China, North Korea, and Iran. Right now, the Pentagon is on high alert. It's coming from my sources.
Wow.
And you guys don't know nothing. And the reason why you guys don't know nothing is because they don't want to provoke chaos and panic. They don't want you to know what's going on. It's understandable. Because if Donald Trump actually said the same thing, that he said the things that they need to keep in secret, they're going to accuse him for not handling the situation right. Right? Charlie?
Right. That's right.
So he needs to be very careful. Ahorita estamos en alerta roja en el Pentágono. Si ustedes no lo saben es porque Donald Trump está tratando de prevenir caos y pánico en masa. La razón por qué Donald Trump no lo ha hecho es porque lo van a acusar de que él no manejó la situación como debería manejarla. Okay? So, that's what we may happen this month. We don't know what's beneath it. Okay? We don't know exactly why they have this emergency phone call. What's the emergency all about? Nothing has been told, right?
Right.
All right. Hasta ahora no se sabe nada de la llamada de emergencia que tuvo Donald Trump. Now, I just mentioned that 4 enemies, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have a hidden enemy. Do you know what the hidden enemy is?
The currency war.
No, that is not the enemy.
The 4 countries that are threatening the Pentagon.
I just mentioned the 4 countries that mentioned the Pentagon. I want you to be alert when I ask you the question. What is the other enemy that we have?
The cabal.
Yes, but I'm talking about a country.
Iran.
You already mentioned it.
Iraq not revaluing.
No, sweetheart. It has nothing to do with that.
Okay, I guess my guesses are out.
All right. All right, guys. Let me tell you who are the hidden enemy, the hidden country. He's our enemy. Right now, he's an ally. But he's been our enemy from day one in 9/11. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Saudi Arabia. He's our hidden enemy. Para los que no saben, el enemigo secreto que tiene ahorita Estados Unidos, Arabia Saudita, lo tenemos como aliado, pero es nuestro enemigo desde el día número 1 que pasó el 9/11. All right, so
they're kind of floating in right under the radar, right?
Yeah, so we may have to start a World War III during the month of October, according to my sources. We may have. Even if we don't go through the whole process of a war, look, I want you to pay attention to the news. I want you to pay attention of the tensions between China, the United States, and Russia. Pay attention. I'm giving you right now my sources, my information. Nobody knows this. Very few people knows it. Okay? And if I have false information, if I have false sources, let it be the whole world knows about it. I don't care. Got it?
Got it.
All right. So, podríamos tener comienzo de una guerra nuclear. No una guerra nuclear, pero una guerra mundial. Una tercera guerra mundial. Comienzo. Podría empezar en una invasión de sorpresa con Venezuela. Si no pasa esto, quiero que pongas atención a las noticias. Las tensiones se van a subir entre China y los Estados Unidos y también Rusia. Si no pasa nada de esto, tú puedes tener toda la libertad de atacarme. Te lo estoy advirtiendo, esto ya viene. Porque yo creo en mis fuentes. So, how this may happen? It may happen in Venezuela. Yes, we may have a surprise invasion in Venezuela. We may have a surprise attack in Venezuela. We may have a surprise attack within the United States. Who knows, right?
Right.
All right. So I want you to be aware. We don't know how they're going to plan it, but they are aware of it and they are on high alert. Okay?
And you're going to keep us updated in the special report, the secret plan?
Kind of.
Okay.
Whatever I'm going to explain in the special report is nothing that cannot be done publicly. I cannot give you this public stuff. Right. I cannot give you this information that on public. I just can't.
Right.
Okay? So, what I can give you public is this warning. So, one of the Earth Alliance sources has given us a description of what may happen during the month of October. This source is not from Earth. Okay? That's all you got to know. Uno de los miembros de la Alianza Terrestre nos acaba de dar una advertencia cómo puede ser una descripción como lo que puede pasar en el mes de octubre. Esta persona no es de la Tierra. Eso es todo lo que tú tienes que saber. So, all right. He said that what it was during 9/11 that affected New York and the entire nation, it will be the 9/11. One second, guys. it will be the 9/11 that will affect the entire planet. That's what he said. He said that during the month of October, what it was during 9/11 that affected New York and the entire nation, it will be the 9/11 that will affect the entire planet. So if he says that, we might have some surprise attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or surprise event, right?
Right.
El miembro de la élite de la Alianza Terrestre, que no es de este planeta, dijo que lo que pasó en el 9/11 que afectó a Nueva York y la nación completa, será el 9/11 que afectará a todo el planeta Tierra. Son sus palabras, no la mía. Quiere decir que podríamos tener un ataque sorpresa o un evento sorpresa. Una de las dos cosas. No necesariamente un ataque. All right. So you must understand, people, that this is a war between good and evil. It is a spiritual war. Right?
That's right.
It is so much spiritual, people. So much spiritual. Coincidence does not work. Coincidence, it doesn't exist. It happens because it's spiritual. It's the Spirit telling you. What is the Spirit that is telling you? The Spirit comes from God and is giving you subliminal messages. Let me give you that message. Are you ready for the message?
Yes, we are.
All right. Since we are waiting for some kind of event or attack that will affect the entire planet Earth, we're also waiting for a meteor to hit Earth, right?
That's right.
According to the Cabal, they also said it in the picture that we might have a meteor hitting Earth.
Isn't that on like November 3rd or 4th?
November 3rd and 4th, yes. But hey, can they be wrong about the day coming? I don't think so. So take a look. The subliminal message of God. The meteor has a RB-size asteroid to get closer to Earth than the moon. An asteroid will get awfully close to Earth this Thursday, September 24. That's today. Take a look at the size of the meteor. RB size.
Yes, isn't it like
RB size. What is the RB? It's on a truck where people live, right?
Yep. That's right.
There you go. Was that a subliminal message from God? Is that something telling you that probably you're going to get blessed by in the middle of chaos and panic when things seem at the worst?
And why now?
And why now? Now, this one may not be hitting us because we already in the 24. The day is not over yet. But we're going to have one. Okay? We are going to have one. Let me just tell you that. Como ustedes ven ahí, el porte de grande que es este meteorito es el porte de un RV. RV en inglés se quiere decir, también es una troca, es un camión donde la gente vive. Así de grande va a ser. Este meteorito tal vez no vaya a caer en el planeta Tierra, pero se va a acercar muy, pero muy cerca, más que el de la Luna. Pero va a caer uno y lo puede caer de sorpresa. All right. So, let's continue with the information. Here are the list of things that may happen during the month of October. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
The number one threat may be the start of World War III. The number 2 threat will be a solar flare. They're going to call it the shock. They are going to call it the shock. Okay? And the number 3 will be a new virus, a new pandemic.
Which were all 3 in the Cabal picture.
Yeah, and this is not just a new virus. This is a deadly deadly pandemic. Really, really bad. Okay? And the last one will be a meteor hitting Earth. Aquí está la lista. El comienzo de la guerra mundial. Toda la lista de las cosas que podrían pasar durante el mes de octubre. El comienzo de la guerra mundial. Una tormenta solar. Le van a llamar en inglés the shock. Un nuevo virus, una pandemia que promete ser peor que la que tenemos ahorita. Y un meteoro cayendo al planeta Tierra. Son los 4 que tienen ahorita en mente. So, what you need to prepare for this event?
Food.
Save food. Save money. Save medications.
Pet food.
Can last up to 3 months. ¿Ok? ¿Qué es lo que tienes que hacer tú para prepararte para este evento? Si tú te preparas, estarás listo y no tendrás que estar preocupado. No tendrás que quejarte de que te está llevando la fregada. Almacena comida, almacena o guarda dinero, almacena medicamentos si necesita medicamentos que te pueden durar hasta 3 meses. ¿Ok? Now, I'm working on getting affiliated to a company right now. I'm working on that right now. I'm gonna have a phone call from this company in the next 2 days. When I'm done with this affiliation, I'm gonna let you guys know. All right? That's all you got to know right now. So right now, one more time, this is the information, the breaking intel that will be inside my special report. It's called the secret plan. It's top secret. And it's inside this special report. It's called Exchange Intel, September last week. Now, as you know, we also promoting Atlas and Beyond. Here are the 3 links that you can join under. Now, please pay attention. Forget about my link. Forget about my link. If you want to join in Atlas, go ahead and join under Kerry McCoy or Shala. Okay? And I will take care of you personally. Personally, I will take care of you. Okay? Any question that you want to ask, you can ask me.
Thank you, Benny.
All right. So, como tú sabes, yo estoy promoviendo Atlas and Beyond. Estas son las 3 enlaces que tengo yo. A menos que tú sepas hablar inglés, yo te recomiendo que te metas en el enlace de Kerry McCoy o Chela. Y te prometo que cualquier pregunta que tú tengas, yo te voy a ayudar personalmente. Pero si no sabes hablar inglés y quieres que alguien te ayude en tu propio idioma, entonces métete bajo mi primer enlace, que es Divine Intel, myatlasandbeyond.com. Okay? All right. So, I want to thank all of you for your attention. Also, there's 2 simple ways to give to my efforts in this show. The number one is to donate me directly from PayPal at paypal.me/The Fake News Show. Or mail your money order only to Betty Wilson at 3680 Wilshire Boulevard, P.O. Box 1245, Suite P04, Los Angeles, California 90010. And this was your Divine Intel. But before we go, Chela has some questions for me. Go ahead, Chela.
Okay. Well, we have a boatload of them, but we'll just get a couple off the top, and then we'll save the rest for Answer That, Scratch That. So we have many people writing in how to do logistics when it comes to exchange. Do we know these logistics yet?
No.
That's by George Hunt.
Yes, we don't have the logistics yet, so why should I give you information that I don't know?
Perfect. How long will we have to exchange once the exchange rates are posted?
Good question. It's supposed to be immediately. Okay, it's supposed to be immediately. Let's assume that it's immediately. And, so the rate change. Do you really think you're going to be able to go to the bank and exchange? I doubt that. You know why I doubt it? Because the prophetic word says it very clear. When things seem at the worst. And then people will say, why now? It looked like people are not going to be able to go to exchange immediately. It looked like people will have to wait until things settle down. Right?
Right.
I have never, ever believed that you will be able to go to the exchange immediately after the rate change. I'm sorry. This is my spirit talking to me. Okay? I'm sorry. So this is the reason why. This is one of the reasons why I keep telling people, wait for instructions.
That's right.
Wait for instructions. Yeah. Go ahead.
Is there a plan of action for in case we are in a lockdown during the exchange?
I'm sorry?
Is there a plan of action for in case we are in lockdown during the exchange for those that are exchanging?
Yes. Wait. Wait for instructions.
Instructions.
Wait for instructions.
What symptoms are they going to have with the new virus if it's the PEGS?
Oh, you mean the bubonic?
The bubonic virus.
Okay. The plan is to quarantine everybody who is closer to animals. Meaning, yes, it's going to be more terrible, but according to what I heard, they will be able to quarantine it. Okay? They will be able to cut it out quickly.
And we know any of those symptoms?
No, we don't know. I don't know the symptoms yet.
Okay. We have another question. The blackouts you've mentioned, are they social media, internet type blackouts, or utility type blackouts? And for what period of time shall we expect these to last?
We believe there will be a blackout, a power grill blackout worldwide. That will take us, hold on, let me explain. It will be a worldwide blackout that it will take us to a Stone Age. That's what we got. We hope that we get maybe a local blackout, and that local section could be America, then can they recover, and then probably will move to Europe. We don't know how it's going to happen, but we hope that it's going to be minimized. Okay?
Okay.
And after that blackout, there will be many other blackouts, because their plan is to have us having blackouts for the next 5 years. The reason why they want to bring us to the next 5 years is because they want to introduce new technology. Got it?
Okay.
They're going to create another crisis to bring new technology. And by the way, I keep telling people that new technology will be 2 types of technology: clean energy and clean eternal energy. Clean energy and the new clean eternal energy. Many people will make a lot of money with the last one, the clean eternal energy. Okay?
Great. The next question. Do the lower denominations need to be distributed in Iraq first for the RV to take place?
You know what, guys? Let me just explain you about this. Logic calls that they do it that way, right?
Right.
Logic calls that they will do the decency to release the lower denominations and then coming with a new value. That's the logic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, people, we have come to the conclusion that these people don't have logic. They do it the way they want to do it. We really doubt that might happen. And I'm talking about the new elite.
Mm-hmm.
We doubt that might happen, that they're going to just raise the value while there was no lower denominations. Got it?
Got it.
All right.
The next question. Will the bank failures be before the RV or after the election?
Well, I hope that is before the RV. And the reason is that we might have a clear picture where we can go and exchange, right? Because that would be terrible if we go to exchange and all of a sudden after we do exchange, this bank come over and say we broke, and then they got the bail-in and we lose all the money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we hope that it's going to be before. If it doesn't have before, wait for instructions.
Okay.
Because we don't know how many banks are going to be part of this exchange. Got it?
Got it.
All right, go ahead.
Are they most likely only the large banks, or will they also be the smaller banks too? For example, are the large banks, we're talking about Wells Fargo, Bank of America, HSBC.
We got several large banks. Okay? But so far we know there's only 3 banks that are willing to do this exchange. Out of those 3 banks, we might only have 1 bank at the beginning. And later on, we might have a second or third bank. Eventually, every single bank will be part of this. But right now, we don't have no indication. I'm telling you the truth, guys. So far, we don't have no indications that all the banks are going to be part of this exchange. I'm sorry. We don't have any indication. We know that it's going to happen worldwide, and it's going to be a general public exchange. We know that. I'm not discussing that. I'm talking about the beginning. In the beginning, according to my sources, they shorted to 3 banks, and after the 3 banks, they actually shorted to only 1 bank. So we don't know how it's going to happen. We got to wait.
Should one wait to go on vacation at this point, or does it matter if the RV happens while one's out of the country on vacation and then they come back and then they would go to exchange?
You know, that's the thing about people, man. Why you rely your life about an event? I don't understand it. Why do you have to stop living life in blessing? Why do you have to stop living life fully just because you want to be rich? I don't get it. I just don't get it. Take your vacation, man. Don't worry about it. The exchange will be, the same exchange will be when you come back. Enjoy your vacation.
So the window of opportunity will be there for...
Still, see, that's bullshit. That's gurus bullshit. Gurus have been telling us they're only going to have 1 month to exchange. Who in the heck are you talking about, man? An exchange is going to be there, and that will be forever. That's it, until it's finished, until all the recovery of all the dinars. Who's setting up that's the same thing. The gurus are giving you the bullshit because they want you to go and exchange for the 800 number in the website.
That's great information.
That is the reason why they're telling you that. They've been brainwashing you. They've been brainwashing you. The exchange is going to be for a long time until they all recover their dinars. That's it.
Sure.
Okay? Go ahead.
Moving forward. if we are that close to the RV, are we still looking for the stock market to drop under 20,000?
Good question. According to the elites, no. According to the elites, the stock market can hit 30, 31. But according to the prophetic word, if we actually understand the mystery in the prophetic word, we might come back to 20,000. Got it? Okay.
Got it.
All right.
Here's a good one. I know the answer to this, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ask the question anyway. Are we waiting on the signature of the Pope? Did the Pope sign off on the RV?
You go ahead. Answer it.
Pope Benedict signed off on the RV.
All right. There you go. You already signed it. And he signed it with military behind. Okay?
That's right, he did.
Okay. Any other questions?
We'll stop there and we'll save the rest for the answer that, scratch that. Thank you, everybody, for all your questions. They were wonderful questions this past time. We look forward to all your questions in the future.
Alrighty then. So I guess this is it. This is a wrap up.
Thank you,
all
everybody.
right, guys. So thank you so much for your attention. God bless each and every one of you. Muchas gracias a todo el mundo. Puerto Rico, te quiero mucho. Sepárate de los gurús y de los mentirosos y de los idiotas y acércate al reino de Dios. God bless you. God keep you. And I see you next time.